Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm Nick, and welcome to another episode of DooM WAD Travelogue GAIDEN, the show where it's a guide in. A normal intro doesn't apply. Good, my microphone is recording, capturing. That's the word. Hey, so today's a guide in episode. What does a guide in episode mean? Well, let me tell you. A guide in episode means that we're not doing our regular thing. We're doing a sort of related. We've done guide in episodes before. I don't remember what any of them were because it could have been upwards of 3 to 4 years ago that we did them. I'm going to call it. It might have been when we played Duke 3D. I'm calling today a guide-in because normally we check out community-made WADs and level packs in order to explore new and interesting spaces, even when we can't go outside for whatever reasons. Today, listen, we just had the U.S. elections, and it's not looking good. And the question that is on my mind is, how bad could it get? And I'm afraid to know the answer. But to try and scratch the itch of that question, today I thought we would play a little bit of vanilla Doom with corruption cards. Now, what is corruption cards? Corruption cards is a cool mod that basically introduces a system where every level you pick a modifier card. There's like a deck of modifiers. It offers you some amount of them, and you pick one. The specific rule set that I'm using, it's going to offer us 3 cards. We get to veto one of them, and then 3 cards? Maybe we'll start with 2 cards. We'll start easy. It offers us 2 cards. We pick the one that we will apply, and then every level we're adding another one, and it sort of cascades and compiles, and we'll see how bad it gets. We are playing in Doom 1, and we'll just see how far we can get, I have played some of this on my own time. I have not seen all of the mods available. What I really like is there is a lot of new gameplay elements that these modifications bring in. A lot of stuff that plays with sort of, allied and enemy NPCs, new enemy types, new enemy abilities, a lot of physics toys, which is peculiar but really good. But yeah, enough chatting. Let's dive in and see how bad it can get. There's the noise. New game, starting at knee deep. So normally on this show, we play on the easiest difficulty level because it is not about the difficulty, it is about the exploration. Today, it's a little bit about the difficulty, so I'm thinking we'll play on... I want to go harder than easy. I think Hurt Me Plenty... See, so that's the thing. Hurt Me Plenty is sort of the default... What, is that what the... Hurt Me Plenty is what it starts on, so we're calling that the default difficulty. That's what we're going with. Which is weird. I know a lot of people think Ultra Violent is sort of like kind of a default because it's the hardest without being Nightmare. Nightmare is definitively intentionally unfair. But that also means that there is no middle option, because if you discount Nightmare, then there's only 4. So it's either not too rough or Hurt Me Plenty, but it starts on Hurt Me Plenty, so we will do that. That's not right. Oh, don't... Hey, hold on. Let's not look at that right away. Why is that happening? Ooh, that's not good. Let's... I move that up there. Will that fix it? I remember... This happened with something not too long ago. I think that happens when there is, resource name conflicts. I've seen that happen. Let's try this again. New, knee, hurt. That's still bad. Yeah, that's not playable. Okay, did I do something with in my weapon skins that is doing it. The WAD that I've been working on to like add my new default has been breaking some stuff. No. Okay. Ooh, was there like a weird... What? Okay, we're only running with corruption cards. Okay, that's better. Again, that's not right. Oh, did I break something in here? Hello. Oh, okay. Well, we'll turn off corruption cards. Where is something broken? If I have to... No, something very basic is broken right now. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. What would cause that? Do I have too much running? Okay. Let's close this. I don't know quite why I have that still running anyway, to remind me to do it. Yeah, that is the here. That makes sure everything is off. No, still broken. Okay, next question. Is this going to happen with Doom 2? Is it my Doom 1 WAD that's broken? No, it's... Okay. If I run it in a different version of GZ Doom, it's thinking. Ooh, that's breaking. Okay, it runs. Okay, so that's running. So what happened to my GZ Doom? Options. I could just reset everything to defaults. Oh, I'm not gonna like this. Ah. Oh yeah, I already don't like that. But for the sake of testing, that there, okay, all right, that's running. Okay. Options. Now let's change something. Give me the full options menu. Give me... Ah, boy. Play options. Hardware renderer. Post-processing. The bloom effect is breaking it. Okay. Great. That's... So I didn't have to reset all of my... Okay. I like lens distortion. No, I need sector light mode. Software vanilla classic. No, looks good. Fog modes. Environment map, sure. Smooth sprite edges off. Sprite billboard. Only y-axis. Sprite space camera. Do I like that on or off? I think I like that on. Particle style. Rendering quality. Menu blur. Oh, doesn't like the menu blur either. Interesting. Why are so many Oh, did I? I think I upgraded a video driver. Maybe that could have broken something too. Let's see here. No. Texture options. Yeah, don't filter those textures. Give me the crispiest. Oh, that's also breaking. Dynamic lights. Just, yes, turn them all on. Gamma correction. Here we go. Bringing it up a little bit so we can see. FOV. I like a good... I like to just bring it up. Oh, I need something weird. Where's like the mouse stuff? That's not me. That's me. We'll do that for now. Gameplay. Nope. Ability. I'll leave those. Options. Mouse. Right. Mouse. Mouse look should always be on. Enable mouse. Mouse and menus. Yes. Always mouse look on. Yeah. Oh, I want cursor. Nope. Helps if you spell it right. System. Thank you. I don't like looking at the disemboweled bunny head. I like bunnies too much. Okay, this is feeling like Doom. Okay. It's... Whoa. What is going on today? Alright. Now let's turn all the things we want back on. Now that we have Bloom turned off. Ah, that's the... no, that's fine. New game. Knee deep. Hurt me plenty. Whoa! It's trying! Custom. Regular. Silence is... we're not even getting correct. This is wild. Hey, y'all? This is not what I expected us to be dealing with. Oh! What is going on? I'm going to keep it in the small window for y'all right now because I know for a lot of people... Oh, look at that. What is going on? What causes this? Show me, like, an enemy anywhere. What is causing this? And when I went into the... This is memory issue stuff. This has got to be some sort of memory issue. Show me an enemy? Are you... Yeah, you're the voxel enemies. Things are going. Oh! Even the text is mixed up. Okay, so that means that, like... It's... weirdly like when you touch a cartridge game console cart while it's running, because like what we're looking at is like it is rendering stuff from some sort of graphics buffer, but things are not being placed. It's trying to grab data from outside of the buffer, and or like these, it's like getting the wrong size of this is wild, and it's so consistent. And like every time we look at something, like if I fire this gun, it loads a bunch of new sprites into memory and has now broken everything. Like every time we are... Look at that guy! Okay, well now I just gotta go pick up a shotgun and see what that does. This is wild. Oh, that's gonna... No, that didn't do it. Things I know. Now that we've gone in here, we've lowered this. Which means our shotgun is here. You can see the but that texture looks fine. This one has stayed broken. Y'all, this is so wild. I kind of don't want to be looking at that. Sure, we're not... Oh, my gun! My poor gun! This is nuts. Why is causing this? It is possible that since I believe there was an NVIDIA driver update, like even the text is messed up. That's wild. I believe there was a graphics driver update, and I have not rebooted since that installed. If GZ Doom is like hooking into that driver through a different process than the one that it reboots when you install it, because it tries to, you know, we're not in the days of Win95 anymore where it has to, you have to reboot your computer after doing anything. Which maybe we should still be doing that. See, here's kind of the weird part, is my brain. At this point, playing Doom is just like a fidget toy for me. I believe that guy threw a corpse at me is what just happened. Like, I can still play this as my brain is working on other problem solving, but I mean, yeah, simple. So, oh, it is getting so much worse. This is so fascinating. Oh my God, look at all of this. Honestly, I think this is really cool, but bad to look at. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to restart and possibly edit all of this out. But I'm going to try rebooting my computer, and we'll see what that does. And if that doesn't work, I might... I did not expect to have to do this much troubleshooting. This is so... This is fascinating. I call it fascinating. Yeah, so hang out. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, I guess. The stream's going to go down for, you know, obvious reasons, but thanks for showing up so far. We'll be back. Weird. Where am I? Oh, we are having all sorts of issues today, folks. Whew, I know how to fix this. Should I have just, like, you know, taken today off? Should I have... Nope. Hi. Yeah. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Welcome back. As you know, we're here.
_Ru says, gamers greetings.
Okay, good. That works. Good. How bad could it get? How bad could it get? Honestly, how bad could it get? Let's get into it. I believe I have worked out the kinks. Rebooting your computer is still the magic answer that works. New game. Knee deep. Hurt me plenty. Playing custom. We're playing with the regular deck, which is every card available. I have said it. It will offer us 2 cards. We pick the form of our destructor. Now then. Now also, everything is permanent.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Haunted House. You may be haunted by vengeful spirits. Or, revised strategy. Monster starting positions are shuffled. So now this one is uncollected, so it would go into our silly decks, or whatever we call it. Haunted by vengeful spirits is very... It's really weird that starting position being shuffled would be a tier 4. So they have been tiered by sort of, look your knowledge base randomized to boys. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I want to know why this is a higher difficulty tier. Okay, here we go. We got my stuff. We got stuff. Only the boys are randomized. Okay, first things first. Grab the armor, then all the bonuses. Getting health bonuses. We are in this version of the WAD, so we can run out here and actually grab this one. Now we have to approach the rest of the map backwards. Oh, doing that. Here to... Nope. Right. It's this way. I don't see any boys having been random. On this very first map, there's not that many boys to randomize in the first place. You're still showing messages. You know what? For today, that's fine. Okay. Give me this. I want this. Is there anything else really on this map that'll help us? No. Let's just proceed. A few more armor bonuses, but our armor is maxed at 200. Okay. Alright. Okay. Second map. Shockwave Enchantment. Zombie Man shoves nearby entities away on death. Okay. Or the Adrenaline Enchantment. Imp moves and attacks faster at low health. I mean... Physics toys. Especially because I know there's a bunch of zombie men on this particular map. Like right here. He moved the barrel. Yes, okay, that imp has been shuffled. Okay, alright. Shuffling is still in effect. Pushing all of the barrels around is very silly and dangerous. Sure. Oh, right, because there were explosions that probably pushed those through the wall. Okay. There's a boy right here. Because we hit that switch, this is open, and we don't need that. We're at max. Now we are at max health, and wow, that's so tiny. Here we also have like a little bit of framiness. HUD options, scaling options. Here, we bring the... Okay, now we're looking. How big... Ooh. Yeah, actually nice and big. Okay. The alternative hunt. We saved all that, right? Good. That's fine. Okay. All right. There's something going on. We don't have enough frames. We're on the hardware renderer, I'm pretty sure. You say anything about... Whatever. Try not to overthink it. Okay. Red card. Yeah, I need to stop picking stuff up. The only thing I really need at the moment is ammo. That's the only thing I'm going through. And right now, I'm only going through bullets. You? There's a chainsaw down there. I don't care about chainsaw. Personally. This is a secret. Which basically gives us a corner to cover behind. Go down here. That guy in the middle is where the imp was supposed to start. Okay. Another one? No. Alright. Map 3. I've played this shareware episode so many times, I am going to get through this really fast. Spawn a totem that transforms dying monsters into new ones. Okay. Or, one monster is cursed. When it dies, exploding critters infest nearby corpses. What do you think, chat? Dying monsters into new ones. That is very chaotic because that is, I assume, into random new ones, so that could bring late game beasts in at any time. But exploding critters infest nearby corpses, and you don't know which one. That is, the critters are very tiny and hard to shoot, and if it's in a big enough crowd when it happens. Yeah, I feel like the Curse of Decay is... This one is more chaotic, but a single guy. And the totem means it will be sort of geographically localized. We'll be able to see when something is in the zone of the totem. And the totem itself can be destroyed. Whereas this... One monster on the level, we don't know which one, but we also know what will come of it. Yeah, it's like, this is very consistent in a low tier kind of way. This is that'll be more fun. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Hey, shotgun time. Okay, those are facing us. Okay, so now we're getting into a level where shotguns really are going to be somewhat ammo neutral. You know what I mean? But when we hit this, that switch opens this. Which then running... Ah! You jerk! Ah. Thank you. Here? Yellow card. What is the yellow card for? It has an optional card on this level, I believe. Dropped. We want the whole time. This one we want? Dark is spooky. So we... I knocked it off the thing. Okay. Oh, I love physics toys. Now that we do this, we can just run over here. This is also going to be a bit of... Still not seeing a lot of position shuffling. Okay, now we have the rocket launcher. I realize I do know what I want the rocket launcher to be now in my skin replacement pack. Is I want it to be the Nerf bazooka. Because I won't have to change the noise. It go boom. That sounds like a Nerf ball being launched, you know? Okay, so in here, we want to duck under here. We get this, we get that. What did that do? That did something important. I remember what that did. But also, this is a secret door out. If you haven't gotten the earlier chain gun, it's here. And this leads to this elevator that we already cleared out. Now, what we just did with that switch was we raised this bridge in the middle. Which opens this door. Which opens that. Okay, all this stuff getting knocked around is really funny. And then we walk through, more guys open. Do you not open? Look like you could. And now when we look in here, we go, oh, hey, this is the secret exit to the military complex. But we're not doing that yet, because this wall is different. That's how we get up here. They're under the totem. Oh, are they going to kill each other? Okay, you stepped away from the totem. Good. They're still under the totem. Are they shooting each other? Oh, something's going on over there. Come on, wander more towards me. How we doing? Still looking good. I could use some armor bonuses, but not strictly necessary. Oh, he's down there. Right, there's more here. What am I doing? That hurt. That hurt a bit. We're still okay. We still got the blue armor. Ah. Okay, now one guy. Yeah, like that. Come on, bro. Chase me. Chase me out of the zone of the totem. That was really funny, actually. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Ah, somebody's carrying it. I would like to destroy it. There we go. Okay. Totem handle. No! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Gotta get down this hallway and pick up my boy. Okay, those two were definitely shuffled. It's my boy. Pick up my boy. Handle these bulks with an X. Now then. I'm still missing things. That's a peek into the secret exit. Because we did all of that. And we could have left already, but now we actually get into the second half of the level. I think it's here. No. I want to say another one of these is like a walk trigger to a secret room. There. Here. Now we got our chainsaw if we really want it. And here is what our optional yellow key is for. Okay. Which is just going to refill all of our goodies. Okay. Okay. So now the question is, do we take the regular exit or do we take the secret exit, which will make this one level longer, meaning we will take one extra corruption card? We do that, right? We're trying to see how bad it could get. So we want to push it towards badliness. So we'll return through the middle, through that mess, into here, secret exit. Now we go to the military base, which is like a big cube. All right. Curse of the Cat. One monster is cursed. It must be killed 9 times. Or, carrier upgrade. Demon can carry other monsters. That was just funnier. Honestly, like, okay, also, that means one monster is going to be like 9 times just the resource stream, right? And depending on which monster it is, that's also, you know, 9 times the amount of time it can be up and doing DPS. But also, monsters carrying monsters is very funny. You're kidding me, the totem is right there in the middle. Please destroy the totem. Everything's in the totem. There we go. Totem down. Ah, this is all bad. Hiding. Oh, there's so many boys. Nah, no. Clear? Question mark? Right hand rule? Red key. We don't have that yet. Yellow key. Don't have that yet. I do believe the trick with this level is you want to kind of start left-hand side. Okay, did not. Whew. Now let's go this way, because now we can go yellow, which was this one? Yes. Dumping has concluded. Okay, right into red. You saw him pick that guy up, right? Which that immediately gave us yellow. So now we can go right across. Where that goes. Okay. And we want to hit. We want to hit that? I don't even know if that's true. They're coming! Oh, they're coming! It's just chicken fights. It's like we're at the pool during summer vacation. It's great. I don't want to deal with that. So what happens is it also opens a secret door. And we can now come up this backside through those. Ah! My friend! Where do we take Grookey? I guess. I think this is sort of the longer path. Now, that's an elevator. I don't want to do that. I think one of the... Yeah, there we go. Straight. This whole corridor is locked off. Right. Are you a secret? Yes. Don't need it. So, okay. Here's the other thing. We're already playing this sort of fast and loose, what with the, you know, corruption cards and all that. But as we are playing in a modern port, we have jumps, which means this, which previously would simply be a impassable traversal puzzle, we can just go. We could just go. Should we just go, or should I play it correctly and try and find the bridge? Which I think is down there. I believe you go down there once there's a switch in the back. Yeah, why not? It's good to learn. Nope. That opens this. Please let me in. Please let me in. There we go. Goodbye. We're still fine. Here we go. Oh! Where did you boys come from? Jump Doom is so fucked up. Okay. I've looked at a couple of things about Doom because hyperfixations. There are certain speedrun strategies that only work in certain versions and only along certain axes of the map. Because there are ways that, like, rubbing against a wall mushes the physics engine and, like, oh, it puts you back into position but along, like, the x-axis before the y-axis, so you can only use this upon north-south walls in order to, like... And it also has, so, like, a line of barrels. Because in certain version, actors are infinite tall, because the idea of, you know, all the data is stored as a, you know, 2D map or what have you. So the idea that, like, okay, you can... If there is a row of barrels, which are actors, north-southly aligned, you can run up against them in such a way that you can get a super long jump and sequence break that way. There is messed up stuff. But also, if you just jump when you were never expected to be able to jump, that's very funny. Polymorph Curse. One monster is cursed. When it dies, nearby monsters become other monsters. Or, Preemptive Strike. Sergeant fire a imp projectile upon seeing a player. Just one. That's also pretty funny. But this one is mean. I believe that is the sound of the totem. Yeah, sure is. What if I just never go over there? Ah! No! He was the cursed one! That was messed up. Well, okay, at least we got the cursed one out of the way. Did he just throw a freaking barrel at me? Hey, bud. Ooh, that push has some range on it. Let's see here. Yeah, see, these actors are not infinitely tall. They have a quite finite height. Is this the way we want to go? I forget. We want to look here. Because this is Grookey's house. Upon getting Grookey, we want to take the door that leads to the flat gray bricks. That's a shuffled monster. That's a shuffled monster. Why are you floating? Here's the blue door. And now we have maze, which is not much of maze. The Native Americans call this a corn. Corn maze really is kind of redundant, isn't it? It's not. It's not how those languages work. I heard you. Doing fine. We're doing fine. All health still over 100. So we touch this. Aren't there usually boys out here? Ha! Good, I won't take that armor by accident. We hit this, which lifts the bridge as we come through here. And we simply go. Welcome to the Phobos lab. The Joker! At the start of the level, change into a copy of an active card. So just double one of your currently picked cards. Oh, I had not seen that before. But the thumbnail for Micro Avengers. Killing 5 of the same monster in a row spawns 3 miniature monsters. I want to see the tiny boys. And this does sort of open an element of, if you really want to keep track, then, like, I did not pick the Jonker. So we have to stand here in order to get this up. If I wanted to jump across, I could sequence break a little. That's a secret door. Hey, I know about secrets, and that's a secret door. Don't worry about it. But now we come up that way. I believe that sparkly one is the cursed one. Boy, these effects are starting to stack. I love to see it. But yeah, what is it? We go across here. Right, and this is where we get the yellow key, which they're in totem range, so leave them for now. Let's give them the chance to wander out of totem range. No, we're still fine. We're still fine. There. Oh my god. And that's okay. The totem is where I think it is. It is going to take quite a while to actually get eyes on the totem to destroy it. Whew. Rue will remember. That's fine. I will account for that in my playthrough. Alright. This is why we needed the yellow key to get in here. But this zone is just... This zone is just a sequence of walking by monster closets. Ow. Oh, we're still fine. We're still over 100 everything. Every time a barrel moves towards me, my heart rate jumps. Or pauses. I'm not sure. I hate those elevators. They're so active. And now. So. How do you feel about secret chains? Because this is a door. And this is a door. And this is a door. Now we're outside. I love these little secret outdoor areas because they're just like, it's like a calm little garden, but the calm little garden is just, so that switch is all we were really here to hit. Oh, probably am gonna want to refill my armor with that blue, huh? So by touching this, and then by walking there. So now we ride it, and here? That'll do. Okay. Okay, now we're looking very good again. And the reason we hit that switch is because now that door is open. Well, that section of wall is now a door, I suppose. Which, that's the window which we looked through when we picked up the yellow card. Yeah, it's through the wall. Wow, we got so much info there. We heard the claw strike land of an imp, and then a bunch of things got pushed so we know it killed a zombie man. Ooh, I love getting info from seeing the evidence of repercussions. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Why are you all... Oh, yeah, please come out of the zone of transformosity. Okay. Okay, how are we feeling? Doing good, doing good. Fine. And then we just leave this room. That's a weird room. I don't quite get it. Whoop. Man, it's so hard to see. This to me is why Doom was always a scary game, because it's... The, like, light fall off is so quick and so scary. Waiting for the light to wear off. Come on. Okay. Now, if I just start dumping, I think they'll just keep transforming. But the totem might be in that room, so I could try dumping with rockets. But if anyone is too close, because it's such a tight corner through the doorway, the chance of a rocket immediately exploding in my face is pretty high. None of these are particularly safe options. Oh, wait, the totem is still behind us. Where's the totem? So let's try to kill the ones in the back of the room first, I guess. Right. Got my boy Groot. Hey, bud. I'm just gonna rush past. Frick! I wonder if it is maybe only one Or maybe there's like a cooldown before they get enchanted again. So if you just kill it twice very quickly, then you're not gonna just have infinitely changing. Right, this room. I could go in and just start dumping. But also enemies have been shuffled, so I'm not quite sure who's where in here. Wait, I can do it right here. Here we go. Somebody's carrying it. Who's carrying it? Time! Ouch. Oh, I thought I got it. Nope, let me shoot the totem. There we go. I don't want to be next to that. Ow! Scary. Alright, our health is still over 100. Health and armor is over 100, but not by much. That's the unfortunate part. I would have loved to keep a lot more health through there. That was a very dangerous room. Holy cow. Right, we have to make things worse. Alright, concussion grenade. Spectre, so that's the invisible pinkies, gain the ability to throw bombs that knock entities away. Physics toys. In this house, we love physics toys. Or fluffy gifts. Zombie men may sneak a useless item into your inventory. Now, what in the world does that mean? We don't necessarily have inventories, right? But I would love a fluffy gift. All right, chat. What do we want to go with? I've received both of these before, so the idea of which one will fill out our cardalog isn't necessarily a factor. Fluffy. Yep. May. So not even guaranteed. This is actually one of the longer maps of this episode. Oh, great. The totem's over here somewhere. Oh, well, at least if we can get it out of the way somewhere. Can I get around the corner? Nope, 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 nope. So this wall has already shut. Now this wall is just on a timer is the interesting thing about it. See, it's already open. But the reason why there's sort of a booby trap door there in the first place is because I do really want to destroy this. Because the card key itself is booby trapped, and it opens doors all over the room. Which now we don't really need to deal with. So now that we have the red card, we move over to this section. Bye! Now you picked him up! Ow. There. I finally went under 100 health. No. No. Excuse you. You are go to hell. Boy, my little chat window is way too small to actually do. Well, that pop-up just lives there now. Yep, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, now then. So we know that there's a sergeant downstairs over there. There's still one over here who got blown away? No. Hello? Where'd he go? We went around that corner. Rookie. Well, then I'm not worried about him. But I believe now this door has been opened. Holy cow! Alright, alright, alright. I got some stuff. Doing okay. And with Gru Key, we can now... We could already get through here. Slice the pie, check your corners. Ah! 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 There's one more in here, right? He picked up the guy from one side who was set up to ambush. Okay, alright, okay. Ah! He just got me. He just straight up got me. Okay, that's yellow. We can't do yellow yet. I believe yellow is also up that way. We needed blue so that we could do... Needed blue so we could contend with this zone. I would kind of like to empty out this room from here, if that is indeed an option open to us. Sounds good. Do you have anything fluffy? No. 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 We have nothing fluffy yet. Okay. I don't know how to know when it happens. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. So, enemies that are set up to ambush you, that is, they do not trigger by sound, they only trigger by line of sight. So that way, like, if you have a fight in a room, they'll wait around the corner until you round the corner. Rather than waking up and joining the fight in the middle of it. It's just silly, and I love it. Normally, that ambush trait is a trait of the monster entity to begin with, right? So the idea of shuffling monsters, is it actually sort of like shuffling and repositioning the existing monsters on the map? Because in that case, would it actually make, would the ambush trait of that monster move with it when it goes to its new position? Or, and this is probably more likely, is it sort of collecting the index of all of the enemies on the level, taking their monster type, and then changing that monster type, going down the list of every entity on the map, leaving all of its other traits in place? It's gotta be that. Like, that's a more complex way to do it, but that just makes more sense. Ooh! Okay. So we are no longer in the 100+ health and armor range, but also now we have just run out of an ammo. Great. Love it. Love to see it. But so far we have not really done... No, that's not true. We have functionally added more monsters to the map because there are a number of monsters who on death are transforming into a live monster. So they are counting for more than one monster, ultimately. So something happens where now there are... These couple of boys get unleashed as we finish in there. Now we have yellow, so we want to go in here and kind of... Ouch. Push across up here. Ouch. Okay, all right. Now, hey, whoa, hey, bud, where'd you come from? Now we are down here. Okay, we have this fork, we have that door on one side. This is one of the maps, one of the rooms in particular. I was watching a thing with Romero, where he was talking about, you know, he was looking at levels and sort of talking about level design stuff. And the thing that he said is where you have symmetry, try to eschew it. So this room is sort of very ultimately... Oh, that's where we want to go that way. Okay, maybe we should go that way. Yeah, we should go that way. Even though this room is almost perfectly symmetrical, we have this door on one side that makes it asymmetrical. To the effect of... I don't know. Okay, because if we take this... This is a long, painful walkway to some goodies, but also this courtyard where there is this. So now our health is back in good graces, and we're right back here. And did these boys move? Yes. So we're gonna hit that, and that switch opens this door. Okay. Yep. We're coming to the end of this level. They pushed it against me. I want to get a useless fluffy gift at this point, though. So it's not touching the button, it's walking into the zone that causes the rest of the trap in that room. So spring does come from multiple sides. Ow! Okay, my armor's getting bad, actually. Is it worth it to grab a green armor yet? Probably not. Now we push the button, which opens that. That's definitely been shuffled. Usually it's 4 specters in there. That looked like it was 2 imps and 2 specters. And this room is all upsetting. What? Where'd you come from? You open a door all on your own, little guy? Alright. And we get out of here. Alright. Been at this 45 minutes already? Sure. Alright. Computer. Hell grenades. Zombie men gain the ability to throw grenades. Or revenge strike. Sergeant retaliate once with an imp projectile. I think we want to give something to the sergeants because they just haven't gotten anything special yet. It's not as funny as as soon as you see them, but firing back once with the... Are you kidding me? Okay, those projectiles look like they're traveling to the right, so that means it's to our left. But also, there are enemies that we see as soon as we open this door, so this is going to start very dangerous. I mean, it's not a really dangerous start because we have this sort of safe room that we open up in, but... Do I have bullets? I don't got a lot of bullets. I definitely got more shells. What a dangerous, just opening zone this is. Ah! Hey! And then you change. I wonder if it's just changing them to, like, a different monster in the level in order to try and keep the difficulty sort of, even. Nope. Nope. It's okay. We have other zones. That was the one! Oh no, that's right. All, sergeants get that ability. There we go. Okay. Now they're still going to be coming after us because they're all right here. But they're going to stay down when they go down. That's the important part. How hurt are we? We're okay. We're okay. Hey, bud. Oof. Oh, hey there, bud. And you. And you're here. And this will give us... Group key or yellow key? Yellow key. That's normally a sergeant. That was shuffled. Okay. Yellow key. Let's just go right through here. Everybody take a breather. Center yourself. My toes are cold. Oh no, closing my eyes feels way too good. I don't want to open them again. Chat, 300 bits and I'll open my eyes and keep going. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I forgot! I mean, that's the great part about this, right? Like, I've been playing, playing just like this. Playing the vanilla with the corruption cards, with the... So, okay, corruption cards, by default, is not a permanent card every round. It's like, you pick a modifier for that level, and then every third round, every third level, you pick one that will be permanent. I've been playing just like this, where every level is permanent, and it just gets more and more complicated. But I've been doing this in my off time. This has been, you know, just a fun little sort of palate cleansing, time killing game for me. I had a point. Once upon a time, I had a point. Nah, it's totally gone. Wow, okay. I like that what this game does is, right, corruption cards. Well, what corruption cards does is a couple of things, right? Because we are... On the one hand, it's kind of it's not really turning it into a roguelike, right? Because it isn't like generating geometry that we've never seen before, but it is generating situations we've never seen before. Like when we get a, you know, when we're shuffling the room. Oh, I need to remember to dodge after shooting them. Thank you for the health, for the armor pickup. It is generating situations we've never seen before. When it shuffles enemies, when it... I think it will... There's a higher tier that will randomize enemies, so not just shuffle what's already in the level, but like reassign the monsters from any, you know, any possible monster can replace the default creators in the level. The mini Avengers! They're there! It's tiny! Look at the little guy! Do we want to go here? I believe this one we want to go. So there is that element of like, yes, it is, even our vanilla game, we are refreshing. We are getting new, you know, we are adding so much novelty to it in terms of what we encounter and what this game's going to be. On top of, you know, bringing that to an even higher rate of novelty, because it's adding mechanics not in vanilla, right? There are no mini Avengers in vanilla that you can shuffle into a new location. They're so tiny. And all their noises are pitched up. That's so good. But yeah, it just... I guess the point of this that's really important to me is, like, it's not just a matter of freshening up vanilla, right? Like, this can be... I like this as a level of just, like, difficulty building over time, because there is an element, like, you could build a single Doom map where you... your pressure is built up over time, backwards. You could build a Doom map where by the end of the first map you have all of the weapons, you have, you know, that's really the only, like, you know, player power curve is the weapons that you gain, because all of the other power-ups are temporary to some effect, either temporary like the hazard suit, which wears off after time, or temporary like overhealth, which, if you want to call health a resource, that will just whittle back down to, you know, starting health and below over time. Whew! So in that sense, like, once you get enough / all of the weapons, it becomes a very flat experience. So the other way to sort of, you know, have a sort of building feeling of progression is to add more and more enemies, or more and more difficulties and modifiers, and keeping them randomized is a good way of you know, keeping them fresh, to keep that from also being consistent over time. What's the thing that speedrunners like? You know, non-randomized, very you can count on them being the same thing, so you can see them coming, being very, like, reliable. Consistent's not the right word, but you know what I mean. I forget how to get out there. It's fine, it's fine. But I like this little bit of randomization, having to keep track of new mechanics over time. It's just as a way to freshen up gameplay, I really like this, you know? And that's something funny that I was, funny? I don't know. I wrote into Remap about this. If you're a supporter, you can get it. I believe it was on the first Hotline episode where they read it. But I was saying that the sort of Doom community, the Doom modding community and all of that, Doom has kind of become a build your own game style game. Because we all know what Doom vanilla looks like. But, you know, even just with this, we're playing Doom vanilla levels. But I have this little bit of, you know, I have a couple of preferred mechanical additions that I sort of built on personally, and we're looking at these wider spread gameplay additions. I mean, honestly, when you look at like this gun, this is just a rebalance, right? Like it, what I tried to do with this is that it shoots slower than the pistol, and it does slightly more damage, but the bigger thing is that it is perfectly accurate. It doesn't have the spread of the pistol, so it is trying to do about the same like DPS over time, but it is just like, I use a pistol for sniping a lot anyway. The first shot of the pistol is always perfectly accurate, but that just means you have to let it, you know, not full fire, so you have to let it fire slower. So what this one is, now I can just hold the button down and it is perfectly accurate at quote-unquote full auto, but it's about the same, right? So that is, it's not even like a gameplay change, it's almost just like a quality of life modification that I've crafted here. But like, you can kind of, oh dang, we're here already. Phobos anomaly. Oh, blessed children! Miniature monsters lose their damage reduction and gain a random enchantment. Lose their damage reduction? They have a damage reduction going? Or Blood Fury enchantment. Demons deal extra damage if wounded. Oh. Tell me about... So are just some of them going to be mini with enchantments? I guess we'll find out. But like, yeah, Doom has sort of become a game, and because it is WAD, because they sort of cumulatively and cascadingly load, like, yes, you can, just by, you know, gathering the WADs you like, you can build your own game, essentially. Like, you know, you look at games on Steam that are built in, you know, the GZ Doom engine, that are original. Beyond Sunset, Celico, I Am Sakuya Tohu, or whatever that game was. I'm trying to build a list and keep track of all the games built in the GZ Doom engine. I forget it. I don't think that boomer shooter Warhammer game was in GZ Doom, but like, Doom as just like a cultural product, not cultural, but like Doom as a thing. Like, I was trying to make the argument that Doom is the Mario Maker of first-person shooters, because not only do you have, honestly, I think it's a step above that, because you can get levels. We knew people are out there just making levels, so levels are effectively infinite as long as people are still interested and still being creative. But there's also this other level of like, you can piecemeal build your own mechanical experience in Doom by just collecting your favorite gameplay WADs, and like, you can release what is like almost a whole unique game just by combinations of, you know, what is the default level pack you include, what are the gameplay modifiers you include, and I think that's so cool. like vanilla Doom is you can almost create like a new vanilla, you know? You can create a French vanilla. Should I create some sort of French themed pack for... No, I don't know enough about French to be able to do that. I'm sure it's been localized into French, but it's, I don't know. It's just very fascinating to me. All right. None of y'all look miniature. Phobos anomaly. There's this one green bit that has that. Armor's a little low. Now we have the Twin Coves. And the last hallway, and here we go. Who would like to... How many rockets we got? I believe 17 rockets is it. We have cells. I don't think there's anywhere on this map to get... Yeah, no, there's nowhere on this map to get... Did I miss the plasma gun somewhere? The plasma gun might be in the military complex, actually. Alright, lift, step, open, dump. Six. Now with that, this lowers everything else. Okay, so thanks to jumping, we can skip waiting for the stairs. Whoa. How is the totem out there? There's nothing out there. How did you... Hold up. I gotta go see real quick. Where... Totem, where do you think you are? Oh! That's... Yeah. Okay. So this is where we do a funny moment. Okay, that's where the other side of this room is. So... Here's where it gets difficult, because Corruption Cards is going to let us keep going, so we're going to keep going. But because that level successfully ends with you hitting 0 health, when we continue, we are now loading Map 1, Episode 2. We are continuing to add cards. But we have like 0 health. So this gets extremely hard to get back to normal. I could be nice and like give myself full health again, I guess. Pursuit enchantment. Imp may teleport to pursuit players. Or volcanic traps. Add exploding floor traps to the level. Floor traps. Yeah, we are at 4 health, 14 armor. But we still have all of our equipment. So, I'm just careful. Right? I'm just looking for where health is. There, tiny bit of health. 12 health. So this... Oh, that might be... Is that the room in there? Floor trap. Look out for floor trap. How are we doing on bullets? Plenty of bullets. Now, standing between these two hurts. I'm going to hop over that. You! I'm actually going to say that's going to do it. That's how bad it gets. Now, have I considered very specifically making a modified version of the vanilla Doom WAD where that last level doesn't end with you dying, so that there is a more natural progression from the end of episode 1 into the beginning of the episode 2, specifically for doing these corruption card runs? Yes, I have thought of that. I haven't done it yet, but I've thought. I mean, I've also, one of the ideas I've been playing with is part of what modern Doom ports have done is they are limit removing, quote unquote, which is basically there were hard limits put in place on Doom to make sure you didn't like overrun memory or anything like that. Make sure that the games were made playable at a smooth frame rate by just not letting the levels get too big. But 256 memory is way in the past, so a thing I want to try doing is how much of an entire episode of the original Doom can I put the entirety of episode 1 into a single map and then create little extra bits to be like, how do these connect? Thinking like there is that sort of visual overworld map in between levels, but it's also just very funny to me. Like we have like a pretty, there are things we know about the objects and entities in Doom. The Doom guy, I believe, is about 32 units across. And so that is the minimum size that a doorway needs to be. And like architectural standards, I don't know where this was the rule that I learned, but you want to give about 3 feet across for a doorway to fit people. So you can kind of start to do the math of, okay, Doom guy, a cube of doorway is about a 3-foot cube. 6 foot high, I believe Doom guy is 64 units high, so 32, 3 feet, that actually starts to work out. That also means that we now have a conversion from Doom engine units to feet, or a meter. I guess 32 units could be about a meter, something like that. And we also know how big Phobos and Deimos are, surface area wise. So I'm curious if the Doom levels would fit on the moons of Mars where they are set to be. I think they are not actually physically big enough from the very quick thing that I looked at. Which is really funny because in that sense, okay, ignore the, what do you call it? Ignore what we know of, I just got a really weird thought. Because, okay. The reason we have, I think it's a Mercator projection. Is that weird sort of one that's pointy? You know, like an orange peel laid flat map projection. We could make a map that shape, but all of the borders of that map are portals to those other borders. Could we make a essentially spherical acting Doom map, and then I could try to fit the maps, the entirety of episode 1 in that, in order to say like, yes, that you are just traversing this planet. I just think that would be like a fun creative project to do. I haven't really done it yet because I think there's a lot of like problem. There's a lot of math. There's some research in doing that project, which is why I haven't done it. But yeah, okay. I might try to prototype a spherical Doom world now. Um, what a curious idea. Doom galaxies. Uh, God, yeah. Because like that's the thing, right? Like when you look at you can't just do a box and connect top to top and side to side because that is not a sphere. That is we have talked about this, but technically the game screen of asteroids is a flat projection of a toroidal object. Uh which itself is kind of fun. The idea of being on a toroidal planetoid is neat. Um but a spherical projection is I'm gonna have to look at spherical projections and just be like, which of these will be the easiest to create in a Doom map using portals to connect edges? I guess. Um Actually I was looking and the idea of a if you abstract it down to a what's a D20? An icosahedron? Dodecahedron, whatever. Yeah, dodeca sounds right. 2 10s. Um, you can portray that with a series of triangles with very clearly connected edges. I'm gonna have to play with this. It's simply all there is to this. I got to play with this. Um, I want to say that there was some uh limitation with portals in Doom to say that like a portal cannot connect to a location in which the portal exists. So like you can't go into a door inside of a zone that is then leading you into the zone. Like you can't have the like ever smallening effect. I think you can only have like the two zones exist. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with that. Speaking of playing, I think we're done playing for the day. I'm just thinking about all these other. Yeah, so I like doing this. I might revisit this. The idea of saying like, hey, simply by selecting existing mods and WADs and level packs, can we create a sort of Doom engine game that feels wholly unique in a way? I think that's also a pretty neat idea. That might be something I want to explore on further DWT guidance. But that's enough for today. I need to go eat. Normally we don't do this on Doom mods, but I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. The biggest one being, hey, next weekend,
Yay!
November 16th and 17th, thank you for that. We are having Extra Life charity fundraiser. We are raising money for children's hospitals. It's going to be 24 hours of streams. We have guests coming by. We have games lined up. We have community audience participation blocks lined up. I am already tired just thinking about it. But that will be a good time. You can already go. I don't have the donation link for that up. bit.ly/extralifenickk. That always works. I managed to do it just right. So no matter what year it is, that one should go to the current donation page. Yeah, come out if you're in a position. Maybe throw a couple of dollars towards children's hospitals. That'll be a big thing. I am going to basically go nap until that happens. And then other stuff is going to happen this month, but whatever. Go to the places. In the odds that you're watching this on the YouTube archive and you want to catch the next episode live, go follow us on Twitch. If you are one of the rare people watching this live, go follow us on YouTube so you can go see all the old episodes. Discord server for notifications for uploads to both of those places, and Patreon and Coffee if you would like to throw a few dollars at me to help keep this going and get cool stuff made. And would kind of like to play with some of these Doom level ideas on. Is that what the guidance was when we did the building on stream? I think that's what a lot of the guidance episodes were. So we could talk about that. All that being said, thank you very much for hanging out. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And until next time I see you, take care of one another. See you at Extra Life, everybody.